Joining us on the second day of the Ithaca, New York Regional is the victors of our first match, the NYU Violets. They just defeated Eastern University in 4 sets. Those scores were 25-20, 20-25, 25-18, and 25-13. Joining us in this press conference is number 9, Haley Holes, number 8, Leela Anvikar, number 20, Taylor Odom, and head coach Andrew Brown. At this time, I'll turn it over to some questions.
Coach, so we were tested a little bit today. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think every team is going to bring in a unique challenge for us to have to battle through in terms of adversity and working our systems to be successful out there. I mean, Mark's got a great team. Again, similar to yesterday, their record is super, super strong. You know, it was like over 20-something wins. And, it's hard to play a team that's confident because they're going to go out there and execute their game plan. But I think our team did a really good job at forging together and really battling through the different adversity and the different types of defenses they threw at us. You know, that team prides itself in defending and digging balls, and I think they really put that on display. And our hitters just didn't give up and kept tactically finding ways to score.
Did you have to make any changes after the second set?
Yeah, no, I think that was like the big tale of today is just how loaded our team is. You know, our depth. You know, in practice we have unbelievable talent all the way through our roster, and today we had opportunities for players to get on the courts and step up, and I think it just shows how hard our team is working behind the scenes. You know, this is a full team that is dedicated to the sport, to each other, and I couldn't be more proud of both of our middles, Leela and Taylor, in terms of their performance today. It's something that we've been working on in practice for like the last month, putting in a lot of reps. And our players also behind the scenes have been doing a really good job at working at being super confident. And when Taylor went out there, I was very confident that she was going to take advantage of that moment with all the hard work that she's put in, and it really shows here in the stat line. So I'm just really, really proud of our middles. I'm really, really proud of Taylor, and it just shows the type of person and the type of player she is to come out there and really guide us to that victory.
Well, as long as you mentioned Taylor, let's go to Taylor first. I think it's pretty cool. You actually ended the match on a block, and you contributed a lot. What was the feeling like?
It was super exciting. Like Coach said, we've been working a lot on middle connections and confidence, and it's just really fun to go out there and kind of use it in a game-like setting. So.
Okay. Haley, 19 kills. You're dominant there. Again, a lot of opportunities today. It was a lot of rallies. What was it like out there?
So they had great defense, and we walked in knowing that they were going to have great defense. So our main focus was trying to get different shots. And if you go line, go cross, roll shot, tip, and just working from there and like getting all of our hitters involved because like our middles did fantastic.
What was the concern, or was there concern after they came out and took the second set?
I think it definitely lit a fire under everyone, but like. It's always a chance that something's going to happen like that, and like Coach said, like it's just like going through adversity and figuring things out. So I think we were able to like figure it out and keep our confidence.
Leela, 10 kills, an incredible hitting percentage, 588. What was working for you out there today?
I mean, half of that is thanks to Dami, my setter. You can't get a kill without a good set. I think we were just connecting really, really well today, and passers too. You can't really set the middle if there's no pass there, and the service, even defense today was incredible, so that really helped a lot.
Okay, so what did we learn today that will help tomorrow?
I think we did a really good job at no matter how far ahead we were in our lead, we still were really focused on every point, getting the next one, sense of urgency. If they were close, we didn't let it bother us. We just kept trying to win every point.
Okay, so you guys have seen us get this far before. What's going to take tomorrow to get to the next step?
Yeah, I think again, similar to yesterday, we got to rest, recover, start working on the scout. Obviously, we've seen Ithaca very early on in the season. They've been on a tremendous run throughout the entire length of their season, including multiple conference championships. Johan's an amazing coach. He's somebody that I've looked up to and have always respected throughout my coaching career, especially back when I was at Union. So I know they're going to also work hard in this next matchup against Babson. So we're excited for both of those programs. Eric has an unbelievable team that we also saw earlier this season when they came to play us, I think second weekend in our invitational. So You know, we know both teams are super capable of playing high-level volleyball, and I think the exciting thing is that each team's very different with their style and their systems and how they play. So our biggest strength is our ability to kind of figure out how to slow down their most productive opportunities and really kind of neutralize them and then capitalize on our side. But again, I think today just showed how deep our team is, how much value everybody has within our program. And you know, like I said before, I couldn't be any more proud than this team and how everyone stepped up and how we did it together.
Excellent.
Sure. Coach, that second set didn't exactly go in your favor, and I think you can attribute a lot to it, if you want to agree or not, to maybe self-inflicted errors off the serve or maybe outside hits. So I want to know maybe what switched in that sense from set 2 to set 3 to change things up.
Yeah, volleyball is a game of patterns, and you're absolutely right. We had, I believe, 10 or 11 errors on our side of the net. The good thing about our team is that we know what our averages are, and we know what typically happens. So anytime that you have like an anomaly in terms of a stat line, I'm really confident that the next set is a full reset, and we'll get right back to our normal numbers, both offensively in terms of earning points, and then how many errors that we'll typically give up. So again, I think, you know, that happens every once in a while, but you know, it's about not losing focus or being concerned. You know, it's a game to 3, it's not a game to 1. So, you know, I think they did a really good job at bouncing back, but yeah, and then we limited our errors in those next 2 sets better than even the first set.
Right.
So again, I think it's just it's the way the game goes. Some sets will happen like that, but it's how you bounce back, and I have confidence that they know that that's not a longevity of them on the court when they're battling.
Certainly, Haley and Leila, when it came to that third and fourth set, just as the team progressed, you guys seemed to really step up in your performance, especially when it came to those kills. What do you think progressed for you guys? Was it the confidence and just knowing that as the team's progressing, we're getting more comfortable and finding our rhythm?
I think it was definitely confidence, and like Leila said earlier, like our defense was there, setters were there. So I think after the second set, we were trying to figure out like things to change. We found different ways to connect, different spots to like hit 4. So I think all of that helped us for the third and fourth set.
Yeah, and everyone was working so hard, it makes you want to work hard too.
Awesome. And not to jump to any conclusions, but there's a good chance you play Ithaca tomorrow at 5 p.m. You saw them earlier in the season, and even they are a very different team from what you played at that point. They've got a very strong freshman class, but for all of you, what do you think you learned from that match that you can maybe use going into tomorrow if you end up facing them?
Yeah, so we played Ithaca at the very beginning of our season, and I think there was a lot of pressure on us. It was our home opener. We kind of I think we were just very air heavy, and we've grown a lot as a team. You know, it's the very beginning of the season, now we're at the very end, and we've worked through a lot of stuff, and I'm confident that we'll go out and win. Yeah, not gonna win.
Yeah, I think you know, in that opening weekend, you start to discover what your new identity is for that season, and obviously with our success from last year coming off of a Final Four, it's going to be a very different feel moving forward. And I think that was our first real, true understanding of like, this is going to be different, and we're going to navigate it and find our path. And I think that just gave us more motivation to really lean into our bonds together and know that if we continue to get better day by day, we're going to put ourselves in really good opportunities later into the season. So I'm really proud after you know, that first match of the season, how we bounced back ever since that moment.
Certainly. 15-game win streak now, 31-4. You talked about identity. 1 win away from going to California. What would you say that identity is?
Yeah, I think it's just a physical game of volleyball, but it's the culture that I'm really excited about. You know, we have really good volleyball players and really good students, but at the end of the day, they're really, really good people. And I'm really fortunate that NYU in New York City is a location that I think they can get the best out of both worlds. So it's just fun to see them flourish, yes, as volleyball players, but really in the classroom and everything they get to take advantage of by being in New York City.
Thank you, Marcelo.
NYU, congratulations on today's win. You're 31-4, and you get to play for a regional championship tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you.